Welcome back to Intentional Queen Podcast, Journey to Restoration with Janine. I'm your host, and I'm also a mindset coach and a self-love expert, helping ambitious moms alleviate overwhelm and self-neglect so they can experience more peace, more wholeness, and confidence while incorporating some self-love along the way. Hey, boo, hey, it has been a while. I know y'all like me. You've been hitting us with the replay, but man, it's been a busy month. Everybody knows as a busy mom, we got things that we're doing. And so I hope I have been giving y'all some good downloads and material to just digest on. We did the Bloom Masterclass. I want to thank you. I have so many new listeners from that Bloom Masterclass. Thank you for all the queens that came and attended. And if you missed out on it, don't worry about it because I'll probably be having another one coming back up soon because y'all told me it was good. And so we need to do that. If you want to be the first to know about when I'm having more masterclasses or events, then you definitely want to join my community at intentionalqueenjourney.com/ready to thrive. And you can go ahead and sign up today and go ahead and get instant access to the Hot Healing Girl Summer event. I got some ebooks in there. I got all types of bonuses in there for you. And plus, you'll get all the current information because your girl is in the editing phase of her book that y'all been asking for. So that's coming too. So join the community today at intentionalqueenjourney.com/ready to thrive. Now, let's talk about what's been going on. One, this episode is going to be talking about unveiling the power from within and how we got to break free from the silence, right? Because a lot of people suffer in silence. And this topic came up because I'm going to be guest speaking at an event, Bound by Image, shouting out Coach K on this episode. I will be a guest speaker at her upcoming event. It's going to be August 12th of 2023, and it's going to be 12 to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You'll be able to see her flyer at Journey in Her Shoes. So it's JOURNEE in Her Shoes at Instagram, or you can go to her website and sign up today. Okay. But we did a live, and we're going to have some other bomb coaches coming through. We got Coach B, Ebony D, and myself, and we gonna bless the tribe again. Okay, this is part two. We did it last year and got such a great response that we had to come together and do silence is going to be what we're breaking free from this time. So it's only right. We did the IG live this past week, and I was speaking on my thoughts about what I've had to overcome and just sharing some of my stories. So with so many new people coming into my tribe, I just wanted to share a little bit about my personal story, and I want to tell you how it started. So about 5 years ago, I was at a pivotal moment in my life where I had hit my rock bottom. I was going through health problems, a messy divorce, and I also was experiencing grief from multiple deaths. And I really was just struggling. Okay. And I was overwhelmed and I was neglecting myself and I had hit a point of burnout. And when I'm not coaching you guys in these streets, I'm also, being a nurse anesthesiologist. And when you're doing all those things, it could just be taxing and a toll on yourself. And that's what really made me hone in on being a self love expert and also just being a mindset coach for ambitious moms. Because if that's you, some people said, well, you're pivoting a little bit in your business and in what you're talking about. And I speak from passion, but I'm also obedient to what God says. And so my message today for y'all is we're going to just unveil the power from within. It's not going to be too long because we all got things to do, right? So let's talk into my 3 top tips that I think is going to bless you and how you can unveil your power from within and break free and live in a place where you don't have to feel like you're suffering in silence or that you're by yourself. My first tip we're going to start off with today, y'all, is embrace the cocoon work. And what does that mean? You have to embrace doing the work. Like people don't want to take the time to invest in themselves and work on themselves and love themselves. And it's very important. You have to do those things. Things that I did to nurture myself is I make sure that I do a gratitude journal. I also meditate at work. It's kind of funny. They know that I normally do a little meditation, about 10 minutes in the morning when I have time in between cases. They'll know my earbuds are on and I'm just centering out, whether that's on the Calm app or I'm investing myself by listening to a podcast or investing in myself in some type of way. You need to get something in you that's going to feed you, right? And also understanding that it's okay to be in a temporary space of isolation and letting people go. Like people think that things happen easily overnight. It is a learned behavior. And believe me that it's the power of the mind, right? There's a book by Joyce Myers called Battlefield of the Mind. And I really want you to read that. That's also on my website at intentionalqueenjourney.com. If you go there, you can see the blog page, and I have a book list, and it's on there too. I don't have any affiliates through them, so you just go, but jump in there, get the book or download the book on Audible, and get really focused on your mindset, because remember, your mind, right, is where it all starts. Battlefield of the mind. The enemy always comes to steal, kill, destroy, or distract. And so when we can really invest in ourselves and invest in our mindset and really understand that it's happening for me and not to me, you can come out of victimhood, right? You can go through the stages of a butterfly, from being a bruised caterpillar to being a cocoon work to going ahead and flying free. So, battlefield of the mind, remember that your thoughts lead to feelings, that lead to actions, that lead to results. So, if you're trying to unveil that power and get that self belief, because you know I have my signature framework, and y'all know I gave it to you in the Bloom class, but the first stage is believing in yourself. All that comes from loving yourself from a different lens, changing your perspective, and that's all cocoon work. And I talk more about that in my coaching program. And also, just a little plug, I ended up starting these powerhouse sessions, 1 hour coaching sessions with women, and it is blessing them. And you want to get in there, okay? Because it is definitely a treat. I'm going ahead and I'm focusing you on how we can have more self belief, how we can have more productivity, how we can show up and be our best selves, how to stop shrinking yourself and being a people pleaser. I dig deep. There's so many different things that we go into when we do our 1 hour session. So if you're very intrigued and want to get in there and get your session, then go ahead and click the link below. I'll leave it in the show notes. But they're called powerhouse sessions, and I also have multiple testimonials. So I want you to be another one, because we out here to make everybody win. Remember, iron sharpens iron. I digress, y'all. Let me get back to it. To tell others about your story. That's another way to break free from silence. I think I come from a very private family where you don't talk about your business. I was the clapback queen. And what I mean by that is, the clapback queen is, you feel like you got to go ahead and come back for everybody that's sending for you. And you be like, hold on, I got to tell you a piece of my mind, or I got to tell you something. Sometimes remaining neutral, staying in a space of gratitude, that is what helps you to come through the dirt, come through the mud, stand in your power. Because remember, energy is only distributed, meaning it goes from one space to another space. It never dissipates or goes away. So be careful of the energy that you're picking up from people, and also the energy that you're giving off, because you manifest what you put out there. So just be careful, right? And remember, karma's a slow, patient gangster. And so I get in the way of saying, God, what you want me to do? Because I don't want to be involved with none of that. Give me what I want to sow good seed so I can reap good seed. And as James Allen says in that book, As a Man Thinketh, calmness is mastery, right? How you are talking to yourself is so key, which makes me jump into my third tip, y'all. Talk to yourself nice. It is power and sexy talk. And what I mean by talking to yourself nice is the affirmations. That's why I did that whole affirmation challenge that y'all came through, and I saw y'all continue to listen. I went in on them downloads. People was hitting that thing every day. You did the 21 day challenge. If you new to it, then I want you to go back. I want to say that's episode 73. And I want you to go into believing in yourself and listen to it over and over. That actually was a snippet from the Bloom masterclass, Bloom to be seen. So that is so good. So talk to yourself nice. It's how it exudes, because how you talk to yourself is how you talk to others, right? So when you really see people who are really talking crazy and they kind of side eyeing and they doing all that stuff, really start to question what is internally going on with them, because how they are talking to you is really how they're talking to themselves. And so I want you, let's flip it back onto us, about you can only control yourself. You only can control your actions. You only control your thoughts, your feelings. So get a hold of your stuff. And that's very important. So speaking affirmations over yourself every day. Remember that alert behavior comes from 21 days. So I said do it 3 times a day in 21 days, and keep going over and over and over and over. And sometimes, because we're so busy, like I said, I might be listening to my affirmations and tap in during my 10 minutes of meditation. That's a way for me to invest in myself. When I feel my mood shifting, when I feel my productivity shifting, when I feel like I'm starting to get overwhelmed, I'd be like, "Ooh, girl, tap in." And so when you can understand that Suffering in silence is not what we're doing. When you can understand, you can build community, right? That's why I built the Intentional Queen Tribe. That's why you want to go on and join the community at intentionalqueenjourney.com/, ready to thrive. Get into a community of like minded women and people doing what you want to do. And don't be the smartest in the room. Make sure that you're growing, right? Get in the room and soak it in. Y'all know that's my mantra as well, because I have been investing in myself. I've been talking to y'all about it. Like, when you invest in yourself, you're building in your legacy. I end up having another article written up about me, shot and out Canvas Rebel. Like, you want to continue to grow. And when people see you continuing to grow, that is when you step into your light and shine. Now, remember what I told y'all when I did my first episode of 2023. When you are the light, believe me, it's like mosquitoes. You do attract them when the light is on. So just be mindful of the bloodsuckers trying to come, but you don't have to clap back for them. That's when you have to learn how to boundary up. Remember, boundaries are for you and not for them. So let's just recap on this episode, because I said so much, but I just really wanted to tap in with y'all. I missed y'all. These kids are out for the summer, but listen, they come in back to school later this month or early September. So as busy moms, I don't want to keep y'all too long. Let's recap. So, one, I want y'all to know that you need to embrace the cocoon work and transform your lives. Look at where I am now. If I hadn't went through it, then I wouldn't be here to be a testimony for you. Two, tell others your story. Just continue to tell them your story so you can break people free. Next, I want you to talk to yourself nice. Sexy talk is nothing like sexy talk. I am loved. I am smart. I am beautiful. I am capable. I remember doing the Bloom Masterclass. The first thing I did at the beginning to get y'all ready for belief is I have these cards. You can get them from Five Below or probably Amazon, but they're like heavyweight paper cards or index cards if you want to have pretty writing on the front and some lines. And it's like you're writing yourself a self love note for later. And I wrote, this is my first masterclass. I am the light. I am. And then I wrote down the rest of my stuff, but I told everybody else to write down their thoughts because I wanted you to understand you are capable of big things. You understand? And so I want you to get in the habit of doing that. That'll be a part of your cocoon work. If you're needing extra strategies within the Intentional Queen newsletter that I send out monthly, I give you journal prompts and all those other things that will help you along the way. So, like I said, I got stuff for you. So join. The Powerhouse sessions are available. They're 1 hour. You meet with me. We're going to go through celebrating your wins. We're going to talk about where you're struggling. I'm going to come up with a framework of how we're going to get through it. And you're going to sit here and we're going to not have you suffering in silence anymore. We're going to help you believe in yourself. We're going to see where your struggle spots are because we all struggle and we can learn from each other. So I've already blessed folks who've come through. If you're looking for testimonials, they're available. But I want you to get on in here and get your Powerhouse session. 1 hour with me. It is available. The link will be below. And two, the Bound by Image. We're talking about that suffering in silence. And so Miss Coach K is doing a bomb event. I'm going to be a guest speaker. That's going to be on August 12th, 2023 from 12 to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but they're on Central Standard Time. Go to her Instagram. I'll leave that also in the caption. Sign up. Get in there. We got 3 other bomb coaches coming through. It's going to be me, Coach K, Coach B, and Ebony D. And we did healing last year. And so definitely want to come to this one this year. I hope y'all are doing well. I missed y'all, okay? And level up your intentional queen to a better you. I'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye-bye.